Hello, and this is Notary Life with Kimmi. Well, hey guys, today I'm talking about starting a signing service. And why am I talking about that? Well, as your business grows, and I'm sure it will, you'll be able to share notary work with other people. And right now, I currently work with about 5 different notaries that I'm able to share work with. And that has been a blessing for me that I'm able to share, and for them also, because their business is also growing. So once you hit a certain point, you too may think about, should I start a signing service? So today I'm gonna give you some things to think about though. Should you or shouldn't you? So let's get right into it. So number 1, pros of owning your own signing company. You are the owner. It's nothing better than you own something. You are the head honcho. You are the it, right? So that's one thing, that you flat out just own the signing company. Also, that means that you physically don't have to go out necessarily and do the work, because you can give it to someone else and still make some money. So you don't physically have to go out to the homes. You don't have to print. You don't have to do all these extra things. You don't have to do the scanning, all the things that go along with being a loan signing agent. You can pass that work on. Also, you have larger profits because you are the owner, right? So of course you're going to make more money. So hopefully, anyway, so you're going to make more money. So those are some of the pros to owning your own signing company. I'm sure there are more, and whatever I forgot, can you please add it to the comments and share with the community? Quite frankly, you're going to be losing control. And if you're like me, I'm a control freak about my documents. I'm a control freak about my clients. I provide top-notch service, and you don't always know if the other notary that you hire is going to do that. Now, in my case, I do. I have a team of people around me that are like me, and they provide the same level of service. I have no doubt that if I say, hey, I'm going to be sending Joe Smo or whoever, they're going to provide the same level of service that I do. So I have no concerns about that. But if you're a control freak like me, you might want to think about it, because you cannot control what other people do, and they're going to be representing your name. So when they go out and you are the one that hired them, they're ABC signing company, and it's like, ooh, is that who they sent out here? It's a reflection on you. So if you're a control freak, that might be something for you to think about. Also, you have to check the other notaries' work. Are you a person that doesn't mind managing other people? Are you a good team player, people person, where you're going to be talking to 10, 15, 20 plus notaries every day, double checking their work, double checking their scan backs? We all know as loan signing agents and notaries how we feel about scan backs. How you think the signing company feel when they getting them back all day and they correcting errors all day? Are you the kind of person that has the patience and willing to work with other notaries and train them to maybe get up to the level that you need them to be? Are you short-tempered, like, wow, I can't believe she made that mistake? Or, you know what I'm saying? Because you got to have a certain kind of people person skill whenever you're talking about managing people. And I'm sure from corporate America, all of us know just because you're a manager doesn't mean you need to be. So you got to think about that with your signing service, because if anything goes wrong with that, you're probably affecting your whole income, your whole family. So it's not just a paycheck away from something. When you're the owner of something, it all falls on your shoulders. So are you a team person? Are you a trainer? Are you confident? Are you a good notary? That's another good question. Are you a good notary? How can you have a signing company and you don't even know what you're doing? So you got to think about that too, because some people always put the cart before the horse. I think I'm going to have a signing company. That's great. I can get work and pass it out and I get the money. It's not quite that easy. You need to know what you're doing before you can refer it out to somebody else. And not only refer it out to somebody else, when it comes back to you, before you submit it back to the lenders or the banks or whoever, you need to make sure that those documents are correct. So are you a good notary? Are you good with paperwork? Are you good with managing your time? You not only need to manage your schedule, but you also need to manage the schedule of 10 or 15 plus more people. If somebody can't call, if they can't go to an assignment and they say, hey, Kim, I can't make that over there at 2 o'clock, and you only have one other notary and they have to be somewhere else, are you in a position where you can go drive it if it's in your state? Do you have a nice team around you? Will you be able to make payroll is another question. Sometimes people start signing companies and they really don't have the capital that they need, because that happened to actually a friend of mine. She actually did a job for someone and they didn't pay her. It was a little smaller signing company. And sometimes I may not work with smaller companies for that reason, but they found her on Google and she did a job for them and never got paid for it. It was $90. And she tried to call every person, point of contact within the documents, and she still has not been paid to this date. She still hasn't got paid. So if you're a smaller signing company, can you even afford to pay people? Do you have enough capital built up? Because sometimes you're waiting on lenders to pay you and your notaries want to be paid. So do you have a little capital built up where you can take care of them? Can you afford also to take a loss on jobs sometimes? If the notary makes a mistake and you got to pay another notary to go out, you're not going to always be able to go back to the lender, and you more than likely will not be able to go back and say, hey, I need you to pay me more money because my notary messed up. So that means you take a loss. So do you have a little cushion reserved there for yourself, again, as the owner, that you can take care of whatever happens? If the other notary messes up, you got to send somebody else and double pay. That might mean on that particular job, you make zero, goose eggs, nada, nothing. So you got to prepare for all of that as the owner of the signing company. Do I have enough money to cover me and somebody else if they make a mistake? Most of the time, I ain't trying to do that. If for some reason the other notary is not able to go out and fulfill the assignment, are you able to? Do you want to? Is it because you can't just be like, oh, well, they didn't go, so that's just that? No, as the owner of the company, especially if it's in your state, then they're going to be expecting somebody to get those documents signed. So are you the person that doesn't mind short notice, rearranging, being flexible? Because anytime it's your company, you are the it. Everything falls on your shoulders. When you own a signing company, you become the signing company. You become the notary. You become the scam backer, if that's a word. You become everything. It's all about you. Marketing. Are you a person that likes to market? If you don't like to market your regular notary business, are you really going to market a signing company? That's the only way you're going to get clients. It's not that you're going to start ABC signing company and people are just going to find you. And, notaries will come and work with you, but you still got to provide them with work. So that means you have to go out and market to the lenders. You got to go out and market to these people. Market. Are you a person that likes to market? So you have to think about that. The clients are not just going to come to you any more than they do with your regular general notary work. Or signing companies. As a notary, you have to sign up with signing companies. Well, signing companies have to go out and market and get the work. Just in case you didn't know that. So are you a person that likes marketing? If not, a signing company may not be for you. So these are just some things that I came up with. If you do decide that you want to start a signing company, I'm going to give you a few tips that may help you to be successful. Just a few. You must be a good notary first. There's nothing that you can do in this industry where it doesn't require you to be a good notary first. You must know what an acknowledgement is. You must know what a jurat is. You must know how to administer an oath. You must know the loan documents front and back. Once you become a signing company, that's different than just a notary that's showing the documents. You need to know what's missing, what critical documents are missing, how to explain them yourself so you can explain them to your agent. So that's the first thing. Be a good notary. Second, have a little reserve. Have some capital already saved up to cover the miscellaneous things that will happen as an owner of a business. So you can pay your notary, so you can keep good notaries. Sometimes you may have to train your notary. So that's something to think about too while you're starting your business. Go ahead and train them the way you want them to be before you even get started. Don't just rely that they already are a good notary. Train them to be how you want them to be. And sometimes people don't know. So once they get a little training and you set the expectation and your operating standards, they know what that is. They can fall in line. You're going to shine as a signing service owner. Also, you may start building your signing service with family members. It may be your mother, your father, your sister, cousins, siblings, children. Build your own from within. And that's an excellent way to start. Sometimes working with family is not always the best, but it's a good way to start your signing service. Get your family members, get your closest friends, and again, help train them to be what you need them to be. So, should you start a signing service? I don't know. Is it for me? I don't think so. But tell me what you think. Are you interested in starting a signing service? If so, tell me what some of the pros you think are and what are some of the cons. I'm just curious. Well, this is Notary Life with Kimmi. It's been my pleasure. Bye.